Welcome in. Thank you so much again for being patient. Number one, I had like a million personal readings today, and that was pretty unexpected. So I just dealt with everybody in priority. If they made their payment, I did their reading first. So here we are. Thank you again for being so patient and trusting me with your energy. And I am Manisha, and I will be digging right into your business tonight. It is 9:36 where I'm at, so I'm curious where you are. I always like to know where my clients come from. I appreciate all of you. We're going to take a look at what's going on with your love life and this past person and the new guy, and let's just do the damn thing. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine the light on what I need to see for Saemat. Let's see. Now, with these oracle decks, because I have two, I have this one, the broken mirror, and then I also have this one, the what's the tea. These will pull on either your energy or your person's energy. And so you could just flip-flop it, put it where it belongs, okay? And let's see what Spirit has to say. It's not always about love. It just could be about just you in general. So let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Toxic love, drama, addictions, love-hate relationship. So this is what you're coming out of. Someone who possibly had addictions. They could have been addicted to drinking, drugs. Doesn't have to be that. It could be sex. It could be lust. Maybe this person couldn't keep it in their pants. And it could also be that they were addicted to negative, toxic patterns, negative thinking. And so they could have had baggage is what I can see. And you guys were opposites in some form or fashion. So maybe one of you were older than the other. You could be from two different cultural backgrounds, two different spiritual backgrounds as well. But although you are, opposite, you're also, it worked. When it worked, it did work. There was an attraction I do see between you guys, but it was a love-hate situation. Like they made you happy in some instances, but then they also really pissed you off and they really hurt you. And, it was too much of an off and on type of situation, in and out. It could have been not a love-hate, a runner-chaser dynamic where you felt like, this person, they were running from the connection at times, like they were rejecting you. But then other times they would come in and be so loving and so attentive and give you all this affection. But then, like I said, other times they would be very distant, and you could have found yourself wondering where you stand with this person, and it just didn't work for you anymore. It was too much drama. They brought drama into your life, and you're someone who doesn't deal with drama. You don't like it. You like peace. I don't even know what sign you are, but I'm just getting that you really love your peace. So this person came in and they disrupted that peace. So that's why you're not with them now. Tell me more, Spirit. Make it rain, manifesting abundance, legal matters in your favor, unexpected money, promotion, entrepreneur. You have your own business, or you're working on or thinking of starting your own business? Possibly, right? I see this. I do see this. Right now, if you are someone who works for a company, right? Then I see you either getting a bonus or a raise, or maybe even they're going to level you up. Like you'll go from a salesperson, for example, to a manager or a supervisor. But I do see you leveling up in some way, and your finances are doing absolutely wonderful. You have money coming from different areas, not just one pot. You have your hand in like different pots. And if you don't already have your hand in different pots, you're planning to do that because you have goals that you're trying to reach. There's a lifestyle that you want to live. And I see, Saemat, that you are going to definitely be living that lifestyle. And I'm not mad at it at all, girl. Just don't forget me, cousin. Don't forget me. Don't forget the little people. I'm just saying, I gave you the message, so don't forget me. But yes, promotion. If you have anything legal going on right now, like open cases, I don't know what that could be, but if that's the case, there's nothing for you to worry about. Spirit is saying it's going to work out in your favor. It's going to be fine. You are manifesting abundance right now in your life. So, you have everything to be proud of. All of this money is just going to start falling from unexpected places, and you're going to be like overwhelmed and so overjoyed and thankful. I see you being very thankful because you're not expecting that, you know. There could also be something that you're working on when it comes to a business plan or some type of financial upgrade. And again, it's just all going to work out. I see it. I see it. If it's not already happening, it's about to happen, girl. It's right there. Tell me more. Spirit, please tell me. Self-love. Look at this. Loving you, taking back control, finally being happy. And then it says loving yourself. And there is, it looks like tulips or roses. So maybe tulips or roses are one of your favorite flowers. And I just see that you're somebody who, you don't wait for anybody to give you your flowers. You are literally somebody who will go out and buy flowers for yourself or treat yourself with no problem. You don't mind spending money, splurging on things to make yourself feel good. You know, you don't have any issue with that. In fact, you love to do that for yourself. You're not waiting around for anybody to do it. And you are taking back control of your life. You dealt with somebody, and I feel like it wasn't just this one person that disappointed you in love. That back to back, I'm seeing relationships that just failed. And it wasn't anything that you did. It was issues that these people had within themselves. And now that you're not pouring into people who are just going to take from you, and you're pouring into yourself, you have met someone that is also interested in pouring into you, you know. And that's how we attract. We are manifesting in that way. You're someone who, I'm getting Empress energy. You could be a Libra or a Taurus. I'm a Libra, but I'm getting Empress. And for me, what I'm seeing is that you are someone who attracts. You don't chase people. If someone wants to go, you let them go. You know, you are not someone who's going to run after anybody. Maybe you, at one point in your life, you did. But once you realized who the hell you are, you were like, no, I'm never doing that again. And you didn't. You carried that pride, that self-pride, that self-worth with you, and you never looked back. You know, you learn your lessons. And that's who the Empress is. You learn from stumbling in relationships and giving to the wrong people. And I feel like that you have done that in the past, but that's not who you are today. Today, you're finally happy. And even if you weren't talking to this guy that you're talking to now, you would still be happy, because that's who the Empress is. She's very independent. She doesn't need anybody. In fact, she only deals with people because she likes them and she likes the vibes and the energy. But do you need this person in your life to take care of you? Absolutely not, because the Empress can literally take care of herself. The Empress in tarot is the queens, all the queens in the deck combined as one energy. Very high vibrational, very much in tune with the universe. You're someone who's highly spiritual. You know, you attract animals. You could see animals a lot when you go out. Butterflies, birds, you name it. You know, you see these things, and you also attract people. So people do have a tendency to stare at you, and you could wonder, well, damn, why do they keep staring at me? You know, and the reason is because you have this glow, and it's from the inside, and it just pours out into the world as soon as you walk out the door. And people are just, it's very magnetizing, and people are drawn to it. Babies, they could just take to you right away. And like I said, animals, they love you. They stare at you as well. They like, you like to be in nature. You like to be out in the nature. So like flowers, trees, you love scenery, peaceful scenery. You could love to be by the water, anything with scenery, mountains, things like this, trails. You are someone who's one with the universe. And so I went all the way deep into this, but I had to get that out. Spirit is telling me to do that. But you have taken back control of your life. Whatever this person put you through, and I see it was like an emotional roller coaster, you have let that go already. Look at this. Conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, positive outcome. This is what this person wants. So the person from the past does want to come back and make amends with you. They want to make up. They want to see where you are, because in their mind, the outcome that they want you to say, okay, let's try this again. That's what they're hoping for. But I see in the past, they were someone who could have been controlling. You see how he's all in her face, pointing in her face, very disrespectful. This person could have put you down, made you have low self-esteem, treated you like you were a child, talked to you crazy, screamed on you, cursed at you, and now they want to compromise. It's going to be up to